Scorpio. Hey yo, song that's playing for you is Came and Saw, right, Scorpio? Now you might be feeling real passionate about a result or an outcome. It's like as quick as it happened is as quick as it ended, or as quick as this kind of started is as quick as this kind of came to a conclusion, or it's like as fast as you stepped into a space is as fast as you got a result out of a situation. I'm not sure what result or what situation you might be experiencing something and it's kind of real explosive, or it kind of got you high energy right now when it comes to how you feel about the outcome or what you want to do in regards to the outcome. Now it's like you feel like you got to spring into action type of vibe, or you got to do this, or you got to take a step, or you got to move now when it comes to expressing yourself in an environment or associating yourself with a person or a group of people or involving yourself. Say, hey, what the fuck you doing, Scorpio? If you outside doing something outside, knowing damn well you ain't got no business doing what you're doing outside, but you still outside doing what you're doing, right? Or it's a situation that involves someone outside of you, and they may have gotten in a space with you, and it's like they thought they could present a certain type of energy towards you, and as quick as they brought it out, as fast as they realized they ain't playing, don't play in my face like that type shit. If it's on some shit like that, Scorpio, now you might have somebody who's playing a game with you, or you have somebody that thought they could bring this type of miscellaneous off the wall, off the leash type of energy in your space. They could play in your face like that. You deaded that shit real quick. And it's like the way you did it, you just let them know ain't no beef. I ain't got no problem with you. You feel me? And this ain't that though. In whatever environment, if you associating yourself with somebody, or if somebody in a position they trying to associate themselves with you, and they had to fuck around and find out. You feel me? I don't know who thought they could come sliding, dancing up in your environment or up in your space. You feel me? It's almost like if we talking modern day, let's say you're dealing with social media, it's like you made a post and someone you knew thought they could slide in your comments on some type of shit, you feel me? Just because they knew you, they had some type of, you feel me? And then you quickly had to let them know, and you might have did it in the comments. Yeah, it's on some shit you might not even have slid in the DM or called them or shoot them a text message. Nah, you gonna address it right there. This ain't that. And well, we talking, it's still airball. Still up in the air though. It's crazy. That shit said enjoy 30 minutes of no interrupted music just after the song to be a commercial. Is crazy. So you might be in a situation where it's like a timeout, or someone said one thing but their actions not matching type of vibe. You feel me? Or it's almost like they might try to distract you or throw you off when it comes to you being aware that they did this. It's like they don't want you to realize they did this, and they realize that you kind of drew a line, but they don't want you to acknowledge the line you drew. You get it? Yeah, you smart. Hey, I'm telling you, it's like you move this relationship to a new space. I'm not sure if you associating with a person outside of you, or you in a situation where you just communicating with life in a different type of manner. You kind of drew a line in the sand when it came to how you express yourself in this environment, or how someone expresses themselves to you. Now, if it's a situation where someone drew a line with you, you might be in a position where it's like you kind of want to push the boundaries almost and see how far you can go. That's the type of headspace you in when it comes to you in this environment or you in this relationship, because you may want to associate with it. You came in, you saw this, you like what you saw, now you're trying to engage with it in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure who, what, where that is. If you're trying to reinvent yourself, or you feel me, everybody shooters too is the song that's playing with you now. So it's like you trying to shoot your shot in whatever space. Scorpio, yeah, I'm telling you, yes. And you might have to reinvent yourself to do that. It's like you may be putting yourself through different trials, or expressing yourself in new avenues, or putting yourself out in the present world in a new type of way. And it's almost like if it's a situation previously, let's say you on social media and you engaging in social media in a manner you've never engaged with before, whether you making different type of posts or you making different type of comments, or you feel me, and it's like that's garnering a different type of reaction out of the world you've known. And you may be in a position where it's like you kind of you setting people straight, or you doing this to get a certain person's attention, and you really kind of like shuffling through everybody else type of vibe, if it's on some shit like that. Because you used to kind of be in denial about this previously. You didn't want to accept this idea, or you were almost like you kind of saw that as unstable at one point. But now you may have a different perspective on that, whatever that is for you. Now that's something you want to associate yourself with. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, if it's a situation, it's like yesterday, it's like you had to kind of shift your perspective on how you look at that type of vibe before you put yourself in a position to kind of like accept that. But in order for you to do that, you had to acknowledge the fact that an emotional mind or perspective or truth you were living under was something you had to move out of. Now, I'm not sure where you got that truth, but it was an emotional perspective that you kind of rooted yourself in when it comes to this is how people are, or this is how relationships
Aries
are.
feminine.
Whether that you could be dealing with an Aries, don't gotta be. Or it's when relationships on a family level, friendship level, business level, or actual relationship level. It's a whole lot of transformation though. But it's almost like the kind of ignition for this was almost forced. That's like you had no choice but to see that. I'm not sure if it was like something that happened, let's say you in a relationship and your partner did something in front of your face, or whether that doing was an expression or they actually took an action and that action didn't line up with what they told you when they expressed what they told you. That put your mind it forced your mind in a whole new track when it came to how you view this person. Now you ain't got no choice but to look at it like this, and because you looking at it like this, you moving like that. How you moving is new. It's against what you used to believe in. What you used to believe in wasn't worth believing in. Let it marinate. Marinate is the song that's playing for you. It's like you had to observe it for a while, or you had to sit in it. It's like off the first glance, the first song was Came and Saw. So it's like off the first glance, you'll miss it type of situation. You had to be with this person to see how this person was type of vibe. Hey, that's your karma though. Because now it's like you kind of ready to give to that, or give some sort of energy, or give a time to that. There's a space in your mind for this now, where at one point you didn't even bother harboring an idea for that. You didn't even consider that as a thought. Now it might be the only thing that's on your mind, because this is what got you moving now. Something made you get up off your ass in some type of way. Yeah, you know what we talking about though. And it don't even got to be in a physical sense. You could have been up off your ass in a physical sense, but something was keeping you still spiritually. At one point you were stuck. You ain't stuck no more though. And it's like, that's because something motivated you or something pushed you. I'm not sure what it was, but something got you moving new. You ain't used to do this before. I don't know what this is, but you ain't never considered an idea like this. So you ain't never thought you'd be in a position to put yourself in a place like this regarding that. Hey, you know what we talking about though. And the whole time you doing that, this is on your mind. Whatever this is. It's like the fuel for you. And whatever it is keeps feeding to you in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure what, who, when, where, what type of engagement is kind of like the gas in the tank for you, you feel me? Whether it's a interaction, let's say every day you don't like going to this job, but every day when you interact with this person, it makes it worth it type of vibe. And that's like that giving. Hey, I'm telling you, it's like you were misguided, dog. I don't know by what you were following a false belief, person. You motherfucker was wearing one hell of a mask on you before, and once you got into this association, or once you got into this community, or once you got into this space, as soon as the door closed behind you and you saw what it was, you woke the fuck up. And then you realized the dream you thought was a dream was a nightmare. But now it's like it's almost like you're following the path of your dream now. You're kind of on the yellow brick road now. And that's because you're following a light. That light being something you're making yourself aware of consistently that motivates you. So I don't know if it's like a podcast or a song or a person that you see and or interact with daily, but something got you going. Hey, good on you though, mate. I got a couple more for you. I'm gonna see you on your way. It felt nice though. It's like a rebirth. Yeah, I'm telling you, something is feeding you, dog. And it's like nourishing you. And it's almost like every engagement, every emotional expression, you feel a new feel, and it just adds on to what you want to continue to feel. You feel me? I don't know. This deep for you, Scorpio. Real deep. You know what we talking about, though? Let me get you. After a crashing to some sort of falsehood, though. I'm not sure whether that was a falsehood or a false expression coming from within you. Again, you were harboring an ill emotion or a misguided emotional perspective, and it's like you were standing by that when it came to you wouldn't budge when it came to this. When Scorpio, when y'all rooted in some shit, especially when it comes to how you feel about something, when you feel a certain way about Scorpio, you feel about it. Can't nobody tell you shit. Up until something happened, either God told you shit or you witnessed some shit that went against what you were representing or what you were rooted in. And it made you change what you believe in. Something moved you out of your square in the best way possible, though. Yeah, I'm telling you, that relationship was not it for you, dog. I don't know in what level of life we talking about, though. Whether, again, internally or externally, you know what we talking about. Let me get this black card and send you on your way, though. It's like you in a zone now. And it's like ain't doing shit but adding fuel to the fire for you when it comes to whatever you're paying attention to. That kind of got you on this, the light you're watching, the yellow on the brick for the road. You feel me? Yeah, it's like in deep, it's you going against everything you believe, following this. And you know that, but it feels right. You feel me? You wouldn't be doing this if it didn't feel right. The way it talks to you, and it don't even gotta be like it's the understood silence. You feel me? The internal ideas you get when you're in this atmosphere, whether that atmosphere involves a group of people, you could be in a situation and it's just you and a collective sitting in a space. Nobody got to be doing anything, or nobody has to be directly engaging with each other. Everybody could be doing their own thing, but just the type of ideas that bounce off your head when you in that environment motivates you in a certain type of way to want to continue to go wherever. You know what we talking about, though, Scorp. I'ma fuck with you.